soda. Anybody like soda here? That's a cure for it. It's called H2O. That's a prescription. My advice for as you get older, you lose the thirst to drink water. You forget to drink water because you don't have that desire to drink water. It's amazing how, as you get older, you don't. As I've grown a little bit older, I found that part to be true. Don't look at me, I'm very young. But I found that. So, what I do is to make sure I drink with my eyes. I fill my cup with water, I keep it where I will see. Do you know what is called old people's Alzheimer's disease? Forgetfulness? I'll tell you what it is. Not the one that sends you to the facility. It's the one that when you wake up, you remember you have something to do, you go to the laundry. By the time you go to the laundry, remember you have to go to the nail. So you leave the laundry, you go to. By the time you get to the bed, you I have to have something on the cooker. Then you remember, I have not taken out the trash. By the time you finish, you've not done anything.
Exactly.
That is the disease of which I get old. It's not Alzheimer's disease. It's just that we are preoccupied with a lot of things and we forget even to drink the water. So replace your water, your soda with water. You know another cure for it? What you don't have in your fridge or in your house, you don't eat. That's true. So don't buy it. Even when it's on sale. And they tell you diet soda is better. Don't go for it. Drink water instead. Nothing. Just water. Then the thing I'm talking about is exercise. You don't have to do marathon. Even a minute walk. You know, something I found out. You know, when you read the Bible talks about walking with. Walking with. It must be important that God always references walking with. So 5 minutes walking with. 2 minutes walking with. No matter how fragile you are, you can do 1 minute walking with. So you use your walker, you do 1 minute walking with. Once you've done that for the first time, you can do 2 minutes walking with. 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and you enjoy yourself. You have neighbors, you pay up. You encourage one another and say, let's take a walk, walking with. And that will help us be healthy. Our blood pressure, blood sugar, exercise. And then Dr.
And it also helps prevent depression.
Yeah. Because when you walk with, you know what happens? You know, thank you for bringing that up. You see, when you walk with, one thing you do, you go outside. And when you go outside, you enjoy the beauty of God's creation.
Amen.
And what will happen when you walk with? Somebody will always say hi. Even if you don't feel like saying hi, somebody will say hi. And then you look at the person and you say, oh. And you will see somebody that is worse than you. No matter how worse you are, there's somebody worse than you. You know that story about, let me tell you a story. I will have Dr. Nadia. Yeah, 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
So there's this Chinese guy. So this Chinese guy, his horse got lost. So the neighbor came and, to sympathize with him, said, sorry that your horse got lost. Said, it might be a good thing. So, and it might be a bad thing. The next 2 days, the horse came back with another house. And the man came back and said, congratulations, you have 2 horses. He said, it might be a bad thing. It might be a good thing. The son rode the horse and broke his leg.
Oh.
And the man came again and said, I sympathize with you. So I said, it might be a good thing, it might be a bad thing. The next day, the soldiers came to conscript people to go to the war. Because he had a broken leg, he didn't go to the war.
Thank you. Stand by hand. Okay. Thank you.
Mine is very short.
Like mine.
Yeah, and just a few things, few reminders that we can do every night before we go to bed. Look at our food, just check. Because what happens sometimes you may be diabetic and may not really know, and you may have salt in your food and you may not be aware of it. So that's a simple thing that we can do every night. Go to bed, look. And if you see something, don't say, oh, maybe something big you know. Go and have it checked out, just to make sure the person is not developing.
I'm not going to shoot that.
Very important thing also is to check your eyes as you get older. You need to see the eye doctor, especially if you're diabetic. You need to check your eyes because it can lead to blindness, and nobody wants to get blind when they are old. And rely on the young ones who are very busy to help us out. And just general tips. As we all get older, there are certain things we need to pay attention to. And I think cancer screening is extremely important. Because if you find it early, that's good cure. When you find it late, then that's when it becomes sad. And for men don't like going to see the doctors. They say there's nothing wrong with them. Please convince your husband at least to go once. Let them do a basic check for men, check their PSA, which is a blood test, and also a colonoscopy, which everybody needs at a certain age. It's not a fun thing to do, colonoscopy, but it can also save lives if it's harmful. So those cancer screening tests, try to take it very serious. And for women, depending on your age, nobody likes doing pap smears, but something bad that we need to do. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, unfortunately. do that. Also, the same thing with breast mammogram. It's important. Somebody says it first. When I do mine, I tell them, squish it more, squish it more. Why? Because I want them to see very well. I don't want them to just press it a little bit and then they don't see much and they say everything is negative. And then a year later somebody go, oops. So I'll like them to really squish it and get a good reading. So I'm just squishing it, please bear with them. Just, it's only a few seconds and it will be over. So hang it there. So those mammograms are important. We all need colonoscopy, so those are important. So see your doctor at least once a year for your physics. And when you go, ask them, have you done all your cancer screening tests? Have you done your eye exam? Have you done your mammogram? Have you done your pap smear, your PSA, your blood test, and all that? So remember the doctors are seeing so many people. But you are seeing only one person. So, and that one person is you to remember some of the things that needs to be done or hasn't been done. The doctor may not remember everything and you'll be in a hurry to flip all through the pages. So you have to participate, in taking good care of yourself. So early detection is the secret. So we all can do that. So we have a very happy old age and see our grandchildren grow up.
Amen. Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Dr. Nali.
Thank you. Thank you. So we can now go ahead and start with the screening. because the food is getting cold. So the earlier we finish this, the better for us to go and eat the food. All right, thank you. You want to start? Oh, you have a question?
What does the screening include?
Okay, that would be a question for my big boss. The person you're screening, the person you're going to
Yeah.
what does it include?
Screening here?
Yeah.
We are going to check your weight.
Okay.
Weight is part of screening. Then we check your blood sugar and your blood pressure.
Sugar.
Yeah,
You like sticking with me?
That's fine.
Yeah, you don't worry, you can
don't
skip
want
that.
You can skip. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And another thing we look at is your medication and see what medications you are taking. And we just ask you the names of the medication you are taking. And it's very important that always, if you can't remember your medication, always carry a list of your medications on you wherever you are going. That's or put it on your phone so that it's always available. Because like the community said, you are only true advocate is yourself. If nobody knows what you are taking, then they are going to make mistakes with you. Even your regular doctor can actually forget what you are taking because everybody is busy. So you responsible for making sure you take the right medication. So make sure you write it at home. If you live with somebody, put the list on the fridge where somebody can see it. When the medication is
You can have the patient to help you with that, but what I would suggest, like you said, is definitely what we tell all of our clients, especially those that have multiple medications.